Hello there. I'm creating this video for all of you who are at home during the COVID-19 virus. I hope that this lesson will be something that can be repeated and be taught all over the world. Let's get going. So, the strengths to this lesson are, first of all, it is transdisciplinary. You will see it involves artwork in drawing pictures and also literacy in writing and reading. It can also be used for any other discipline. Make sure when you teach your children that you are thinking along the constructivist method, meaning that you take the child's prior knowledge into consideration and you construct or build upon that, staying within what's known as the zone of proximal development, not going too far ahead or making things too difficult. This lesson can be easily differentiated. My daughter who's doing this with me is 5 years old. She is learning to read and write, but I can also do it with my older daughter who's 7, but of course her writing and her reading would be more complex. Before we go any further, let's have a quick look at the human brain and then talk a little bit about how it works. The human brain is a fascinating organ. It can remember so much and do so much. For every parent and teacher, I believe it's important to understand how the brain works and how we learn. When we learn something new or try to learn something new, our brain begins to fire dendrites. Dendrites are these two branch-like structures you see. When the dendrites fire, they conjoin in the middle, or they join together, I should say. So how we improve or how we become experts at something is by repeating the learning. As we repeat the learning, this sheet, this protein sheet or this myelin sheet is formed around the dendrite, which strengthens it. So, in this particular lesson, though the child will start by reading the pictures, eventually the child will go on to looking at the words and learning the words, and this myelin sheet will get stronger and stronger between the dendrites. So, we're going to create a book today. First thing you need to do is you need to get a sheet of paper. This is an A4 sheet, and fold it in the middle both ways. Then fold it again one time until there are 8 even squares. Take a scissors and cut halfway along the middle line. Make sure you're cutting along the end that has been folded, not the open end. Start to bring the two sides apart to create this diamond shape. Then push the two ends together, flattening out the diamond. When you've done that, you will see that pages start to form, and then we are left with a little book. Reserve the first page for your title and allow your child to draw a picture under the title. I also like to write the author's name on the book. We're going to have a very famous author reading for you soon. Line the inside pages and number them. Again, you may decide to write for your child as I did in this example, or the child may be writing for themselves. Now, in this particular lesson, we are going to be focusing on some of the pre-kindergarten Dolch sight words. My child has been learning these words over the last few weeks, but a few of them she's having trouble with. So we have put them into the book. I wonder, can you spot them? And as she reads the book over and over again, the dendrites fire, the myelin becomes stronger, and she masters the new words. Without any further ado, let's hear from this famous author.
lost girl. I play in the park. I run away. I said help.
Very good.
Daddy said, "Come down, Elia. I can find him."
I like the way you changed the tone of your voice when you said "come down, Elia," because it was in inverted commas.
Time.
Very good. Now, that excellent story was read to you by our famous author, Elia Lawler. Something to remember is if the child makes a mistake reading the book, it's important to go back and allow the child to repeat the word correctly. The reason for this is that when a mistake is made, the dendrites do not connect the way they should. So when we repeat the mistake, it allows the dendrites to join, fire correctly, and the myelin to grow over it, thus making the process of learning stronger. That's all from us today. Thank you very much for your time and for listening to this lesson. Please let us know if you want to hear more from me and my famous author.